just a really, really chill dynamic there.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, I loved it, man. I really, really missed the tournament scene because, like, to me, Ultimate is kind of like my second thing that I'm really, really competitive about. Or I guess you could say Smash in general. But what I liked about it was that there was that social element to it.
Right. Yeah, I've got like a whole new friend group because of Smash now, but we probably should talk less about that, more about this game that just started because Nes-T and RFX are going at it. I don't know if you can see Page's screen.
I can see. I was looking at the bracket. My bad.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm interested in seeing why RFX went Robin in this matchup because I feel like Min does a lot better against a King Dedede, especially because of that inhale. If Nes-T falls with inhale really well, they can just pick up those arc fires and all those thunders and wreak havoc.
Sure, and I might be able to add a little bit into that. I think part of the reason why they might opt to go Robin here is that I actually main Dedede. I main Bowser currently. And heavy characters can really, really struggle with the threat of arc fire, right? So Robin is a character like that. Yeah, Robin is a character that loves using these projectiles, and that can often snipe Gordo, which is kind of Dedede's way of saying, like, hey, this is my space. And so if you get caught up in an arc fire as a heavy, you're probably going to take anywhere between 40 to 60%.
Well, all right then. And we understand. I like those Gordos for the edge guarding.
Yeah,
I don't see that.
I believe it's what it's called a C-stick Gordo. So there's actually different angles you can use with the Gordo if you use the C-stick while, and it can really make for a fearsome ledge trap. And that's kind of what we're seeing here with Nes-T. Actually, a player I'm a little bit familiar with because he actually comes by my stream sometimes and plays in my lobby. So incredible player. I had not even heard about him until very recently. So.
Well, that's really cool. Yeah, I had no idea who he was. I assumed he was a Ness main based on his on his name, because all the Ness players have something about Ness or Earthbound in their names for some reason.
Oh, of course.
It's like Sonic players, except Earthbound. But we did get a tie-up in stocks, but Nes-T is still down a whole 100%, well, 99, now 112.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's really on the back foot here, and this is where you see the play of heavies.
Not again? Okay.
Because heavies at the ledge is probably like the worst possible thing in this game. It could be a really, really big nightmare to get off a ledge because your hurt box is so large and so many characters can just cover many options with one or two tools. So I think if you're Nes-T here, you really want to make sure that right now you hold down the center stage. Because otherwise Robin is really just going to run away with this.
Right, and RFX is really good at just like out-patienting you, if that's the way to say it. But like he plays so well playing so passive, and it looks like Nes-T's having some trouble with that. Oh my god, he didn't go to ledge. That was smart because Gordo's stuck.
Yeah, I love that awareness. I've seen that's a trap that Nes-T likes to use from time to time, the Gordo onto the ledge, and so it basically forces the opponent to go up, and from that basically stems, the mind games of, am I going to go put it at the ledge, or am I going to stand here at ledge and try to keep you out?
That was good DI on that up there too. Oh my god!
He's tricky with that, man. I've seen him do some real crazy stuff with the re-inhales. It's an underrated tool in Dedede's kit for sure.
Definitely, and that L Thunder just immediately said, "Nah, we're gonna have a last out game." But Nes-T managed to just turn it around with that inhale Gordo. Wow.
For sure, yeah.
Just like that, we have just a basic neutral game. No control really.
I mean, a minute ago he was really down bad, and now it's looking really nice for him. He's doing a wonderful job holding down the center stage and avoiding the projectile games that RFX is going for. He's got to be mindful here though, because now the advantage here is back to RFX, so really could go either way. I'm curious to see how Nes-T's going to set up this ledge trap.
Oh, so close. Nes-T almost had that dash attack read.
Super close, yeah, and that's part of the thing I was talking about earlier, where if you time those projectiles right with Robin, you're just going to be able to stuff out this Gordo. So definitely really need to be thinking about your options if you're Nes-T.
Wow, Arc Thunder, yeah, just like as you just said, Arc Thunder just stopping Gordo right in his tracks and immediately putting Nes-T in disadvantage.
Exactly, and that's the one drawback of Gordo, right? It's such an amazing projectile, great space control tool. However, even a little hit like a Mega Man bullet is enough to send it back. So you've really got to be smart about when you throw him out. You can't just kind of nilly-willy it. So
he was out of Firebook, but he's got it back now.
I love that option from Nes-T going for the inhale there. It really just covers if they roll or a shield. So he set up for the edge guard, unfortunately not able to close it out.
Yeah.
And the L Thunder will close it out. So a very close game going in favor of RFX there.
That was Thoron actually, but yes.
Oh, my bad. I don't know the spells from. I know a little bit about Fire Emblem. I played Sacred Stone. So Thoron is like the max charge one.
Yes, it goes Thunder, which is like this tiny hitbox of pittiness, and then there's L Thunder, which is the normal one you're used to. Arc Thunder is the really slow but big one, and then Thoron is the beam that goes across the map.
Got it. I'm to assume Arc Thunder is the one that blows up in an X, right?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so I mean, if you're Nes-T here, I can't imagine you're feeling too bad about that game. Was a really, really close one. Just kind of came down to some certain decision makings there at the ledge, and you know, the stage positioning throughout the course of it. But you know, I think if you're Nes-T, you might just want to kind of slow it down a little bit, kind of like we were seeing on that second stock. I think it's going to be really important for him to be mindful of when he's throwing out these Gordos, so that he's less often getting caught in these offstage positions.
And he's taking them right back to a small battlefield too. Wow.
Right. I mean, I think this is a fine choice on his end. The game was incredibly close. I think it just came down to a couple little decision makings. So, honestly, I understand the run back.
All right. Well, already it's working out pretty well. It's still an even game. I was just about to say that he was holding control pretty well, but then RFX just got like 2 hits. Oh God.
Yep. And that's what I was saying about the arc fire projectile. It's really, really murderous versus the heavies. It's kind of like PK fire in that sense, where the big bodies just kind of get trapped, and it's like, well, I guess I'll stay here forever.
Okay, it wasn't as big of a punish as I thought it would be, but man, that parry on the F smash is ballsy. I give RFX prop. That should be a kill, yeah? Yes?
Yep.
No?
Oh, emphatically either. That was good. That's good stuff. Opting for the high recovery there. Gonna actually fade back to ledge. I think that's a smart option there. No reason to really get greedy with that,
but he neutral get up into a down smash.
Right.
That's rough.
And you can see so much of that neutral exchange literally just came from the threat of the arc fire, right? Where arc fire caught him, he gets caught by the next projectile, and it kind of just steamrolls into this offstage bad positioning for Dedede. So
even right there, he did inhale Gordo, and arc fire was so long lasting that it still reflected it back into him.
Right, and that's really the big issue is the long lastingness of that projectile, to the point where many heavy characters, if you're shielding that move, that's your only option. You can't do an out of shield option versus arc fire, because you're just going to get caught by an aerial that they put out or another projectile. So oftentimes, unfortunately, your best option is to roll back, which isn't great. It doesn't really get you much ground, but Nes-T really trying his heart out here to try to get this first stock on the board.
And RFX keeps going for these Nosferatus too. He is not afraid to not waste that book, but to use that book up
and keep the options fresh. Yeah, I think he's caught on. He's catching a little bit on to Nes-T's habit of maybe trying to shield some of these projectiles.
What a snipe!
That was a snipe. And as you're saying, you know, that Nosferatu is going to be great to catch and punish that. So, really seeing some nice dynamics between these two players.
And all that work is immediately gone because of one Nosferatu. Jeez.
Oh, it's insane how much it heals. It blows my mind every time.
People call Robin a bad character. Jesus, are you serious?
That was a really cool little recatch there. I actually don't even know how you execute that as DDD, but this just really shows that Nes-T is a master of the character. So I think that could be maybe the trick he needs to, you know, even this game back up and keep himself in it, because it's kind of like these layers, right, where it kind of just looked like if Nes-T used the Gordo and it got reflected back, that was it. But now he's got that trump card up his sleeve. So I think RFX also has to kind of rethink his strategy as this plays out.
I know that if he's out of end lag for the inhale of the Gordo, he can hit side B as the Gordo's coming back to him, and that's how he catches it and relaunches it. So that's what he's doing. So yeah. Oh my God! What?
Yeah, and I think
right
there,
under him.
RFX kind of was catching on to, you know, heavy characters. Typically, you want to try to land with like a Nair or something fast and quick with a big hitbox. He really was catching on to Nes-T, landing a couple times on him aggressively with that Nair, able to call it out with an up smash and seal up the stock. So, Nes-T, he's got a mountain to climb, but it is doable. Heavies are very prone to making some crazy comebacks.
RFX looking for another Nosferatu confirmed, but he had no book. Man, yeah, but you're right. Nes-T has so much work he needs to do, and he needs to find something other than using this Gordo to do it. Oh my God, there you go. I see what he's going for.
Yeah, he was looking for the custom combo. Able to catch that roll. I think that was really smart, because a lot of times when a character or a person re-grabs the ledge, when they re-grab, they most often go for a really fast option. Like, they don't just stay at ledge, right? Because obviously you can get hit. And so he basically called that out with that up smash we saw a few seconds ago, and I really love that option choice by Nes-T.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and it just you can see it's really, really difficult for DDD to find these hits because these aerials are really slow. Obviously, his airspeed is slow too, and so you're really playing guessing games almost around these projectiles, and that's not something you want to have to do when you're trying to win neutral.
The book stopped the dash attack. I think that was the kill there.
I've never seen that. I've really never seen that.
I play against too many Robins to not have seen that.
Oh.
The books just come in clutch for like way too often.
Smart drift back there from Nes-T in that offstage position there. Gonna get hit by the
Thoron.
Thoron, thank you. But not able to seal up stock. Obviously a little bit closer there towards center stage. So I think at this point though, any aerial basically or any relatively strong spell is gonna seal it up for Nes-T. So Death's knocking on the door, and back air's gonna be walking through it.
Yeah. So something I noticed right at the end there. Nes-T was looking constantly for some kind of a jump read or some kind of movement read from RFX, but RFX literally just stood still for a good 5 seconds, then moved to center stage, waited for another 5 seconds, and then threw an up smash, and then started trying to hit Nes-T. So it looks like Nes-T just was looking for something to happen, but he forgot about his basics, I think. He wasn't trying to hit where RFX was. He was looking for RFX to panic and